is remember that making money isn't hard. Okay? I was talking earlier, I launched a new program that's like a new version of the 67 steps, and it's called the Inner Circle. And basically, right now in your world, the world that you live in, there is a complete inner circle, a secret society right outside your doorstep, within 20 miles of where you live. I promise you. And while you're struggling financially, and why life sucks, and you're not happy, and you don't like your job, and all this, these people are making $1 million a day in the same economy that you live in, right? The same world, same economy. Some of them will have grown up poor. They didn't all inherit their money. So you got to ask yourself, why? Why? And I'll tell you why. Because as Bill Gates said, the richest man in the world, he says he only uses about 10% of his brain on business. He said business has never been hard. It's not that hard. So number 2 point is that making money is not hard. And I'm going to tell you why. There's a reason. Why do you think making money is not hard, Kate? Give your opinion. James. Let James go first. We'll put James on the spot.
I would just say, because there's always problems in the world, and business is solving the problem for yourself, then solving it for someone else, and then solving it for 100 people, 1 million people, and you can scale. So there's always problems that need to be solved. As long as you can solve those problems, then you can make money doing it.
Okay. I think that's a good answer. Kate, do you have anything to add? Why would it be specifically easy to go from 0 to $1 million? Somebody says, this guy, Verbana, said because money is everywhere.
Yeah, because...
Go ahead.
I don't know.
Kate is shy. What were you going to say?
Nothing. Just go back to James.
When you put non-business people on the spot, it's tough with business. So I'll tell you my opinion. The reason it's easy, and what Bill Gates meant, is that, well, actually, this is what Charlie Munger said. If it wasn't for the stupidity of the world, we wouldn't be so rich. So here's why. The odds of your competition being more proactive than you are so infinitesimally low that you can almost always compete, even if you're not a genius. Literally. I mean, I can't think of one industry where I meet the people, maybe Elon Musk or something with like Tesla or something. But remember, Elon Musk didn't design the cars. He has engineers. Like, no one person. You think Bill Gates was smart enough to build? Bill Gates had 100,000 employees. Warren Buffett and Charlie Munger have 200,000 employees. So I think that the reason is it's a contrast bias. If you're proactive and worth a damn, all of a sudden no one else is, especially around business. Because one of the things I was saying about the inner circle, basically the world, there's a handful of people in this inner world, inner circle, that teach their kids all this stuff. And you and I grew up, what did we grow up? Making money is hard. Becoming a millionaire is rare. Making $1 million is rare. It's going to be hard. There's going to be recessions. The economy won't allow it. It's luck. It's not luck if you do it more than once. My grandpa used to say, once is luck, twice is skill. And there's a great book on this by a guy. There's several books. One's called Good to Great. Great by Choice, I think, is another one.
Jim Collins?
Yeah, Jim Collins, very respected business, one of the top business. And he said he wondered if it was luck. So he went around and studied all these people who had gone from 0 to 1 million or 0 to 1 billion. And he said they do it over and over again. So if you're throwing darts at a dartboard and you hit the center once, that's luck. You could just have beginner's luck. But if you hit it 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 times, and when you look at people that go from 0 to 1 million, a lot of them, there are some that are lucky and it's just a one-hit wonder. But in my experience, it's because they have a different psychology. And just promise you this, if you think something is hard,
it'll be hard.
It will be hard.
If you think something's easy, it'll be easy.
Exactly. If you go, all right, I'm overweight, I'm 300 pounds overweight, biggest obstacle of my life is going to be to get in shape, you have created a self-fulfilling prophecy.
Life is whatever you say it is.
Yeah.
For example, if you say, life is a party, woohoo!
Right.
Do you see how my physiology just changed,
Yeah.
right? I put my hands in the air and my voice
Yep.
was of a higher level and I was dancing around with a big smile on my face.
Yep.
It's hard to say life is a party without doing that. Like try
Right.
saying it with a sad
Yeah,
look.
life is an amazing
Life
party.
Life
Yeah.
is a party. Like it's hard, right? So life is whatever you say. If you say, oh man, this is hard. Life is hard. Then life's going to be hard. If you say, this is easy. Or if you say life is a gift. Oh, life is a gift. Then you'll see everything around you as a gift.
Yeah.
It's exactly what you say it is.
Yeah. And you think about this, we're programmed by society. One way or another, we're programmed by society, right? So what is society pounding into everybody's head? Well, right now, if you look on Twitter news, you look on wherever you get your news source, it's basically that the world is ending. It's 50% about Donald Trump and some political thing. It's another 30% is about statues right now. Another 20% is about Kim Jong-un and nuclear. And I'm not saying any of that's not newsworthy, because some of that is newsworthy.
It's histrionics.
Yeah, histrionics, exactly.
That's exactly what it is.
Histrionics is basically people shouting and whining and complaining. But it has no relevance to what actually alters your life. Because what alters your life and what makes it good or bad, life is mostly a social problem. So most of the things that make your life good is who are the people you spend 8 hours a day with? Is it a spouse, boyfriend, girlfriend that is an idiot or that annoys you? Is it your boss is too hard to deal with? Business partner who's Machiavellian and not trustworthy? That's all. That for the most part, by the way. My experience is business is easy. Harder is people. Every bad thing in my life, every struggle that I have, money is not the freaking hard part in life, man. The hard part is people, because people are devious. People are exploitative. People want they want to take more than they give. So number two, as I said, the mindset you go into this, like James said, just go into a great movie you should watch. I recommend this. Have you seen the movie Life is Beautiful?
Yes.
Go see. It was Academy Award. What year was Life is Beautiful, Zach?
That was 97, 98,
98,
something like that.
98. Go see this movie. It will change your life, because he gets put into a concentration camp with his son, and he turns it into a game.
Yes.
Because he knew everybody there was sentenced to die.
Yes.
So when I watched that, I was like, this guy has the magic superpower.
Yes.
He got the superpower. He's in a death camp, but he altered perception. So the millionaire mentor mentality, number 3, okay, is you have to alter current reality for you. You literally, almost like hallucinogenics. Even though some people are big on taking this ayahuasca drug, Steve Jobs took hallucinogenic LSD and said that it helped him be more creative than Bill Gates, because Bill Gates wouldn't do it. I'm not sure that's true, but I got a better way to do it. There's no side effects. There's no LSD needed. What you do is you go, I will alter complete perceptions away from what I grew up with, because basically childhood is what ruins everybody.
Yeah.
Or what makes you amazing. And that inner circle of people in the world, they're raising their kids different than you and I. I was raised by a single mom. James, you weren't raised by parents that ever made $1 million, right?
No, I wasn't. And it was always ingrained into me, get a job. Right out of high school, my mother was like pushing me, you need to get a job, you get a job. And at the time, it was a recession in Australia. It was 1993. And so when I actually got a job, which as a reporter at a newspaper, my environment, if you will, my mother, my father, my friends, everyone was like, oh my God, James got a job. That's amazing. Great work. James got a job. And so it was instilled in me, like, get a job and then make money and then save and then buy a house and then get married and then have kids. That was like the culture that was ingrained into me. And I mean, I don't have many regrets, but like if I had to look back and have it changed, I would have wished that my mother and father had pushed me into entrepreneurship.
Yeah.
And said, and I would have loved if my dad had said when I was 10, James, go out and run a lemonade stand out the front of the house. But he didn't.
Right.
It was always like, go to school.
Are Australians entrepreneurial or not as much?
No, they are. But it was just, it's look, I was raised well, good morals, good values, but there was no entrepreneurship in my family. So I never learned that. And my environment was always the same. It was like, go to school, and then when you get out of school, you either get a job or you go to college and then you get a job.
Yeah.
And that was it. So, I wish I could turn back the clock and just say, like, right out of high school, learn how to be an entrepreneur. Otherwise, I wouldn't feel like I'm playing catch up like I am now. Like, I'm 42, and I feel like I'm playing catch up on money making and wealth creation because for 20 years, I just bought into this idea, like, you got to get a job and you just got to pay the bills. And,
and think about it. What you're doing now at your age, don't you see how you basically could have done the same thing?
Could have done it.
You could have done that at 18.
Yeah,
it's crazy.
It was a mentality, and it was the environment and what they were telling me.
Yep.
So my parents and my friends and my peers were all telling me, go get a job. And so that's what I did. And then when I got a job, I felt terrific about it. But now that I know what I know...
Right, you shouldn't have felt terrific.
I'm pissed off.
Yeah.
I'm like pissed.
That's why, so step number 4 in the psychology of $0 to $1 million, you have to unprogram or reprogram most of what you learned in your childhood. Now, you don't have to learn, like James said, he had good morals and his parents taught him, follow the 10 Commandment kind of Judeo-Christian ethic and stuff like that. Doesn't need to be changed. But this podcast episode, radio episode, is specifically around the concept of going from 0 to $1 million. And to do that, I promise you, we're going to have however many people watch this live, 10, 20, 30, 40, it's probably about 50,000 people will watch this live on Facebook and Instagram right now. And out of 50,000, 49,900 of them, for sure, of you watching right now, you got to reprogram everything you were taught about money.